Do not make these summoning mistakes in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade, especially for the global version, where we get all of the banners way faster and crammed up together, simply because we want to reach the Japanese version of the game. That simply means that we do not have enough cubes to pull in a lot of these banners, and majority of the player base, I am certain, wants to save for some of the strongest characters in the game, or some of the limited ones, because a lot of the characters that are now getting released will be added to the standard banner pool at some point in the future. We do not yet have confirmation as to when that will happen, but it will inevitably happen. Currently, the big news for the game with the new year is that we are going to get a hidden inventory trio with Teen Gojo, Geto and Toji sometime in mid to late January. So we should be expecting them and saving cubes for them, of course, since they will be some of the strongest characters in the game. But the thing is that it seems like these three will also be getting added to the standard banner at some point. Now, of course, since they will be the strongest characters coming out for global, we can't really advise people to not pull for them. Not everyone can just save for domain expansion Gojo and Sukuna when they eventually come out, because we don't even know when that will happen. This video doesn't really want to focus on if you should pull for someone or not. I just want to clarify for everyone what characters are actually possible to get added to the standard banner, and which of them, as we know them so far from the Japanese version, are the limited ones that do not come back after their featured banner expires. And that way you know not to make a summoning mistake going for someone that can be added to the standard banner over someone that will be limited and won't be. And on top of that, of course, the limited characters are majority of the time the strongest ones in the game. The current pool for the standard banner is the exact same we had on release, and even though some of these standard characters will get buffs sooner or later, like for example green Nanami or yellow Kugisaki, you should still not go for them specifically if the SSR pool of the standard banner does not get updated. So save your resources, save your free tickets for the standard banner especially to have enough pools to do then, and you will still have the ability, of course, to pull the current standard banner characters. They won't go away. Another thing is the free-to-play pool of SSR characters you are currently able to get with in-game resources just by playing the game, even if it takes quite a while. Hanami and Jogo are currently available, and pretty soon we are going to get Green Mahito, who should definitely be your main priority out of these three, but all of them are free to play and won't be pullable in the standard banner or anywhere else for that matter. For the characters that Global has seen and we for sure know they are limited are all of the movie Zero characters, including the SR ones actually. But let's just add Yuta and Geto. Both of these also got a buff and they are currently two of the strongest SSR units in the entire game for their respective roles. They won't be coming back, except if the movie Zero banners rerun or something like that. But every other SSR banner we have seen in Global, that character will be added to the standard banner guaranteed. So, Junpei, Incomplete Domain Megumi, Red SSR Yuji, Hollow Purple Gojo, Nishimiya, and both Norito Shikamo and Red Kugisaki, who are the most recent ones. Now, more characters that are already in the standard banner for the Japanese version of the game will also be added for the global version, but haven't released yet, are Mekamaru, Blue Todo, Blue Itadori, Panda, the red version, and Yellow Nanami. These are essentially all of the characters before Hidden Inventory, excluding the Movie Zero exclusive characters. Now, in my opinion, from of course Mekamaru to Yellow Nanami, all of these units will most likely come out before Hidden Inventory, meaning they will be out sometime in January. Maybe multiple of them will come out together. We know Nanami is already announced, for example. And to be honest, I would definitely not be pulling for them. It is way better to save for Gojo, Geto and Toji. even if they will at some point be added to the standard banner. So let's move these three, the hidden inventory characters, to the tier where it says can be added to the standard banner, because they are not there yet. That is also the exact reason I have separated the will be added to the standard banner characters, because we know for sure they will be there because it has happened in the Japanese version, and they can be added to the standard banner characters. And in the second tier, every character between hidden inventory and the first anniversary units for the Japanese version of the game definitely has the possibility to be added. None of these characters will be limited. To go over them, we have Miwa and Saki, SSR Yaga, Blue Nanami, Green Maki, Mai, Blue Inumaki, Green Kugisaki and Megumi, and also Yellow Yuki, who essentially is the pre-anniversary unit in a sense, but he's not limited. The remaining 4 characters, Yellow Yuji, Domain Expansion Gojo, Miguel from Movie Zero, and also Domain Expansion Sukuna, all are limited characters. These, without a doubt, are the characters to save for, especially Sukuna and Gojo, after hidden inventory events are concluded. These are your goals after that. We do not know exactly when we are going to get them. It is possible to see them for the half anniversary of Global, but things are going fast with the banner releases, so without a doubt they won't be the first anniversary units for Global. We know that much. We cannot pinpoint as to when they will come out exactly. Half anniversary would be a good guess, in my opinion. The thing is, we are getting the half anniversary units, the hidden inventory units, approximately 2.5 months after the game's release, which is pretty insane. The pace is crazy. So everyone in between the half and first anniversary for Japan will definitely get neglected, and it should be that way because not enough cubes are going around for us to pull for everyone or our favorite characters or everyone like that. So with our current situation, saving for limited or extremely strong characters is simply our best bet. And also consider this, when the global version came out, everyone was telling you to save for Yuta, the Movie Zero banners in general. Then after that came hidden inventory, which we are expecting now. It's the next big thing. And after that, we are seeing Domain Expansion Gojo and Sukuna, so everyone wants these units. Up until the point where we reach Sukuna, the Japanese version might even be in their 1.5 anniversary, so they might get more limited strong units. They might get some Shibuya incident units. It's not like the Japanese version is going to wait for the global version. We are being the ones getting the speedrun. They are getting units normally. So up until the two versions are synced, as global players, we unfortunately have to have the discussion on who is better, who is limited, who is not, who we should save for in general. And even though a character can be added to the standard banner, that does not mean that they will have the same chance of you pulling them than they have on their own featured banner. For example, Teen Gojo is still an amazingly strong character, so skipping him for Domain Expansion Gojo and Sukuna might be a good idea, but might also diminish your fun with the game, waiting so long to get a strong unit, because even if you do go for Gojo, and even if he is actually getting added to the standard banner, if you get him from his featured banner, you still get an extremely strong SSR character that you won't regret pulling in the future. He's still one of the best DPS characters in the game for the Japanese version as well. That's why I'm making the distinction with not only characters that are limited, but also very strong. Hopefully this video helped you out though to understand where each SSR stands as far as availability goes, and if you want more discussion on the upcoming hidden inventory units, definitely subscribe to not miss out on that. And as always, thank you so much for watching, Happy New Year to everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.